People make mistakes, and sometimes those mistakes happen on the job. Usually, the incident is corrected and the whole thing is forgotten within minutes. However, the workplace mistake is harder to ignore when the person who makes it is an architect. After all, when the teenager working the drive-through window gives you a quarter pounder instead of a Big Mac, it causes a lot less trauma than when a 3,000-foot-long suspension bridge collapses into the Puget Sound. What are some of the more notable architectural failures in modern history? Let's find out in today's new episode of Design Fails. Aon Center. The Aon Center is the third tallest building in Chicago. It was completed in 1973 and was originally named the Standard Oil Building. When it was completed, the building was a visual wonder to behold, thanks to the decision to sheet the entire structure in Italian Carrara marble. The building looked great, but its fetching exterior came at a very high price. Carrara marble is much thinner than building materials normally used to clad buildings, and in 1974 one of the slabs detached from the building and crashed into the roof of the neighboring Prudential Center. An investigation revealed the completely unsuitable marble was cracking and bowing all over the exterior. Ultimately, the building was refaced with granite at a cost of more than $80 million. Playground at Pier 1, Brooklyn Bridge Park. Most parents who take their children to the playground know the drill. Before putting their kids into a swing, they touch it first to make sure the seat, which has been sitting in the sun all day, isn't too hot. However, the designers of the playground at Pier 1 in New York's Brooklyn Bridge Park managed to overlook this principle when they designed 3 play structures for children to climb on, and built them out of steel. The domed structures regularly became too hot to touch, much less climb. Jeffrey Croft, president of New York City Park Advocates, measured their temperature at more than 127 degrees, and parent Rula Focas observed, "You can fry an egg on them." In July 2010, the New York Post reported the domes would be replaced with new equipment which, presumably, could be touched by anyone, at any time of year. The John Hancock Tower. The John Hancock Tower is a 60-story skyscraper in Boston that was designed by the Im. Pei & Partners architectural firm and unveiled in 1976. Its striking, minimalist appearance won it accolades from the architectural community, but it was famously plagued with problems. One major issue the building encountered concerned its windows. They were falling out and crashing to the pavement hundreds of feet below. Ultimately, all 10,000 windows would be replaced at a cost of $5 million. The John Hancock Tower encountered one other major problem. Skyscrapers are meant to sway in order to absorb strong gusts of wind, though the sway is normally not felt by the building's residents. The John Hancock Tower, however, swayed so dramatically that it gave the occupants of its upper floors motion sickness. The problem was finally solved by Cambridge engineer William Lemesurier. Vdara Hotel and Spa. When researching hotels for an upcoming trip, many potential guests hope to find certain amenities, such as a minibar, a gym, or close proximity to sightseeing. However, the Vdara Hotel and Spa in Las Vegas offers a unique accoutrement that neither its guests nor its architect anticipated: a death ray. The hotel opened in December 2009 and featured a unique curved structure. However, its design collected solar rays and beamed them to the hotel swimming pool area. Guests sunning themselves nearby were regularly singed, such as Bill Pintas, who claimed that the hotel's impromptu death ray had burned his hair and melted the plastic bag he had with him. Lotus Riverside. The Lotus Riverside is a residential apartment complex in Shanghai consisting of 11 13-story buildings. On the morning of June 27, 2009, one of them toppled over, just barely missing an adjacent building. Had it not missed, it might have caused one toppled building to topple into the next, creating a horrifying domino effect that, thankfully, did not come to pass. The cause of the collapse was attributed to excavation that was in progress to create an underground garage. The earth removed from beneath the building was dumped into a landfill near a creek, and its weight caused the river bank to collapse. Water from the creek then seeped into the ground, turning the building's foundation into mud. If you liked this video, Please give a thumbs up and subscribe.